If you're looking into a roof replacement, you're probably wondering how long this whole process is going to take. By the end of this video, you'll know the average length of a roof replacement, the factors that determine the length, and some of the steps of a roof replacement. The average roof replacement on a normal-sized home should take pretty much the entire day. That being said, some smaller homes can be replaced by the middle of the afternoon, and some larger homes may take 2 to 3 days to finish the whole project. This is all going to be dependent on the weather and other factors, but we'll get to that in more detail soon. We usually tell our homeowners to have 1 to 2 days blocked off to where your daily routines may be altered by the replacement process. This is because the roofing crews and materials get to the job site as early as 6:30 or 7 o'clock so that they can get started early and not be doing the bulk of the labor during the heat of the day. So we ask that homeowners be prepared to park their vehicles for anything else that they would need outside of their driveway and garage. That way they don't get blocked in when the dumpster and materials arrive. Roofing crews will often work to make sure everything gets done in one calendar day, but as we mentioned, that can be affected by a lot of different things, so let's get into some of those right now. The biggest factor in determining how long the roof replacement process will take is the size of the roof that needs replacing, along with the weather, time of year, and condition of the roof, because those will also play a pretty significant role. Naturally, the larger the roof is, the longer it will take to replace it, but that's not the only thing that affects the timeline, as we also have to plan for the complexity of your roof. Essentially, what that means is how many penetrations, walls, hips, and valleys that your roof has, as well as how steep it is. All that stuff leads to time and cost added onto your project. So if you have a larger, more complex roof, plan for a couple of days to be needed for your roof replacement. The time of year affects the length of a roof replacement by dictating the amount of daylight hours that roofers can work with, as well as the temperature. In the winter, roofers have less daylight to get work done, and asphalt shingles won't be able to be installed until the temperature gets above 40 degrees. Otherwise, they won't be able to adhere to the roof properly and may even crack. In the summer, though the days are longer, if the temperatures get too high, the crews will need to take a lot more breaks in order to stay safe while installing the roof. Also, the more damage your roof has sustained over the years, the more likely your roof decking has started to take water damage. Once it starts to rot, the sheets of roof decking will also need to be replaced, which could add a couple extra hours to the project. The steps of a roof replacement are going to be more or less the same each time, as the process doesn't change too much from house to house. First, the crew will prep your house by tarping over any sensitive areas like porches, bushes, or flower beds, which is also when the dumpster and materials will arrive. Again, these are going to go in your driveway, so it's a really good idea to make sure that you have what you need cleared out the night before your roof replacement. Next up, the tear-off will start, which is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. The crew will scrape the old shingles and materials off the roof, reducing it down to the decking. Then any damaged decking will be replaced and it will be ready for the install. During the install, a good roofing company will install a full roofing system, including, in this order pretty much, drip edge, ice and water shield, flashing, underlayment, and starter shingles before putting on the main shingles that you've picked out. After the shingles are put on, a ridge cap will be installed on the top of your roof, the crew will clean up any of the mess below, and the process will be complete. Now that you've learned how long a roof replacement takes, I hope you're starting to feel more confident in taking the next steps in your roofing process. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.